Hi y'all, welcome back to another video. So we're here again, you know what I'm saying? Another reacts, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all like this reacts, bro. I know it's a gaming channel, but I'm trying to do something different. Um, so this is Dispatch Wild 7 years development cycle. I just finished the game. 8 out of 10, bro. Freaking amazing. Uh, let's go ahead and watch it, you know what I'm saying?
Are some of the earliest concept arts of Dispatch, the single
Whoa.
most important game in the entire history of the studio behind the game, Ad Hoc Studios.
And it's crazy that this is the first game too, bro. Original IP too.
Made up of the incredible talent from the ashes of Telltale Games, the studio was
That's
originally
crazy.
going to work in multimedia spaces like live-action TV shows. Dispatch's origin in 2018 was a live-action
Oh my god, imagine.
superhero workplace comedy, but quickly evolved into a newer modern spin of the classic Telltale games from the 2010s. The upbringing of the studio behind this game is one that we've seen happening all across the gaming industry this year that has
Bro, 2025 is the freaking year of indie games, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Embark, Sandfall, Ad Hoc, like, bro, Expedition 33, Dispatch, like, dang, bro.
dramatically altered the
I don't
course
know what
of the future
this
of
game right here
gaming
is.
forever. And this game is known
Oh, is that freaking Arc Raiders? Is that Arc Raiders? Am I tripping? That's Arc
no
Raiders, right?
exception. The fall of AAA gaming gave birth to yet another studio
Yup,
who was driven by passion and not
and not
profits.
profits.
This is the story of
Time will only
Dispatch
tell.
and how a
Time will only tell, bro. Will they flop? Will it flop the next game? I mean, it probably, to be honest, they're probably gonna make the season 2 before any games. Cause look at the reception, bro. Like, I think they sold already like 3 million copies already. Um, but thing is, bro, would it like flop and like be like a money hungry company, or continue making indie games like that, like freaking Dispatch or something different?
brand new studio built from the ground up
It's
completely
crazy.
rejuvenated the long abandoned genre.
Bro, this freaking music, bro. It hasn't even been 3 weeks since I've finished this game, bro. And this music is like so nostalgic, bro. Like, listen. Hmm. Dang, GP too. Hearing this, bro, like that song's so good, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. In 5, 10 years, bro, that song's gonna be in those freaking TikTok nostalgic TikTok videos. Y'all remember this song? I'm calling it right now. Bro, I'm putting this on my Spotify.
In 2018, Telltale Games were on the brink of collapse. Telltale
Bro,
took
I finished this game. I finished Walking Dead too, bro.
took
Top
on
5 games of
numerous
all time.
expensive licenses like Game of Thrones,
Oh,
Guardians
yeah,
of the
I
Galaxy,
haven't played
and
those.
Batman.
I haven't
But
played that.
many of their games, with the exception of the early Walking Dead seasons,
Flopped.
didn't even come close to bringing in enough
That's
revenue to
crazy.
cover the high cost of production and licensing. The
Dang.
company pursued a strategy of rapid expansion, simultaneously developing many episodic series in order to keep the lights on. Within the span of 2 years, the studio had
Bro, Michael Stormer, bro. I remember when it came out, right? Bro, I was I was watching Dan TDM, bro. Back then, bro. A freaking beaner watching Dan TDM, bro. That was great. And he even, bro, I don't know how to say this, but Michael Stormer was pretty good for me, bro. Yeah, maybe because I'm nostalgic about it. Like, I was a child when it came out and everything. I was like 12, 13 years old, 11 years old, I think. And no, I was 10 years old. It was 2015. That's crazy. I was 10, 2015. And like, I was watching a bunch of YouTubers play this game, and I liked it, bro. Am I, oh, oh my god,
shipped
hiccups.
over 9 different games.
That's actually not water.
A report from The Verge alleges that Telltale operated under a culture of heavy expected
Oh
crunch
no.
pushed by management teams. Employees were routinely expected to work extremely long
Oh
hours,
no.
sometimes up to 18 hours a day, for weeks on end to meet the
Bro, that feels like a Japanese Black Company, bro. Yeah, I know how the freaking those. I think it's called Black Company. I guess. I think that's the name of it. But then Japanese people be working, bro. They want to be
Aggressive
Japanese so
production
bad.
schedules necessary for releasing multiple episodic games simultaneously. The company grew too fast and took on too many licensed
400.
projects, which ultimately created a machine that could not be sustainable financially or
Thanos.
operationally. As the studio was faced with extreme internal pressures back in early 2017, three key members responsible for the successes behind some of Telltale's best franchises
Walking
saw the
Dead.
writing on the wall, citing frustration with the creative stagnation and toxic culture. This
Hmm.
studio was about to explode and completely shut down, and they needed to get out while they still could. All three would leave at the same
That's
time and
crazy.
subsequently join Ubisoft in their San Francisco office working on narrative adjacent games like South Park, but they also wanted to start their own studio within Ubisoft and have full creative control behind it.
That's
However,
crazy.
Ubisoft wasn't really receptive to this approach of forming a new studio.
I
They
get it
had
though.
left one studio due to creative stagnation only to be met with resistance to forming something completely new under Ubisoft. One that would allow them to operate with full creative freedom and do what they do best, making games. And if this sounds very familiar, it's because this isn't the first time that Ubisoft did this. The
Yeah.
creators of Expedition
Expedition
33
33.
left Ubisoft due to the same exact reason.
Bro, this making me wanna play Expedition 33 again, bro. I finished the whole story, but like I haven't like grinding on it or like anything. My character is still like level 50 or 60. I wanna be level 100. Cause I'm just waiting for like a DLC, you feel me? I'm waiting for DLC. That's why I
Word
haven't
for
played
word.
it.
And it wouldn't take long for our ex Telltale Dream
Like I'm on
team
a
to
new game
follow suit.
plus.
After only 1 year at Ubisoft,
Bro, oh my god, that's crazy, bro. Ubisoft. Man, you fumbling the bag, bro. This could be in your games. This could be in Ubisoft games. Imagine Dispatch, you directed by Ubisoft or something in the bottom, bro. This could be in your games. But no, bro.
the Telltale veterans would leave and form their own studio,
Ad
Ad Hoc
hoc.
Studio, in early 2018. Ad Hoc was founded with the stated intention of continuing the legacy of narrative focused titles that the original
Mm,
Telltale games had pioneered.
bro. Oh yeah, Wolf Among Us, bro. Bro, it's been like at least 3 or 4 years, bro, since that game's it's been announced. Like they even made a trailer, bro, and it still hasn't freaking released. And I finished the Wolf Among Us number the first one. It wasn't as good as freaking The Walking Dead, but it was pretty cool. I liked it, but it wasn't as good at that. I like Walking Dead more, but I do want a Wolf Among Us Part 2, and we've been waiting for years now, bro, and it still hasn't dropped. That's crazy.
The four
What y'all doing, bro?
founders, Michael
Hopefully this studio takes on it. Since they got a lot of money from Dispatch, they could make a Wolf Among Us or like speed it up if that makes sense. Because we haven't heard
Chong,
anything.
Nick Herman, Dennis Leonard, and Pierre Charette quickly began brainstorming ideas of how they could push the genre
The
to the next
superhero, bro.
level. They were absolutely inspired from works like Netflix's Bandersnatch and hinted that their first project would be an interactive live
Mm.
action experience that blurred the lines between film, television,
And
and
game.
games, similar to Bandersnatch. September 21st, 2018, Telltale announced a major studio closure. The company laid off approximately 225 to
That's crazy.
250 employees, or around 90% of its staff, without warning.
Nah.
Employees were given 30 minutes to vacate the building. They
Dang.
received no severance pay. Ad hoc studios and the creative drivers were safe, but over 200 employees had lost their jobs in quite possibly the
Bro, I will never understand why this game companies do this. Yeah, I guess they're saying trying to save money, but I still don't understand like why. Like, bro, these are the people that are making your games, bro. These people are making you rich. I will never understand, bro. And good thing this Expedition 33 was a success. Good thing freaking this was a success, bro. They deserve all the success they're having. And hopefully they freaking this company's rich AAA companies or whatever, raw or something, bro. They're just money hungry, bro. They just want money.
most
And
abrupt
hopefully these indie companies don't freaking go in the same path, bro. I'm really praying they don't. Freaking ad hoc. What's the other one? Oh, I forgot, bro.
studio
The one that made
closure
Expedition
of all
33.
time. The genre that Telltale had pioneered up until this point had completely collapsed. So, how does Ad Hoc Studio continue the legacy of Telltale?
How?
Where do they even start? But before
Right.
I move on to the next chapter, if you're enjoying this content thus far, it would mean a lot
Make
if
sure
you
to subscribe, bro.
subscribe
His
to the
name is
channel.
Pounder McNasty.
If the legendary Actman can do it, you can too.
He subscribed to you, bro? Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm subscribing to you, too. Whoa. Oh, sketches is crazy. Whoa.
In
Mega Man.
2019, Ad Hoc Studio was full steam ahead on their first project, an interactive live action
Whoa.
project. Their vision was to make what we now know as Dispatch, but with
Right.
actors, sets, and a full show's production cycle. They had begun working on this project extensively throughout
Wait,
2019.
hold up. Dispatch cast interview. Invisigirl, Waterboy, Coop, Prism, My Level of Flambe, Dawn Bleacher.
Meanwhile, what remained of Telltale was bought up by a Californian based
Bro,
company called LCG Entertainment. The new Telltale wanted to work on new games based on Telltale affiliated properties. While licenses
yep.
for games
Wolf Among
and
Us.
planned games like The Walking Dead and Stranger Things have since reverted back to their original owners, the
Yo, that would be so hard.
new Telltale retained licenses for their own original IPs like The Wolf Among Us. But going back to Ad Hoc Studio for a moment, while they were working on their live action project, they were approached by the new Telltale.
They were like, hey, bro, come back, bro. Hey, we'll give you some money and you make this, help us make this game for real, bro. Hopefully, if we can reject that, please tell me they
Asking
reject
to
it.
be contracted for their first release under new management.
Nah, bro. If I was one of them, bro, I would be like, nah, bro, I'm good, bro. Thanks, though. Cause that, bro, they freaking fired us, gave us 30 minutes, bro, to vacate the premises, and gave us no severance pay, bro. I'm good, bro.
And since Ad Hoc Studio was partially founded by the creatives behind the first
They
episode
said
of
no,
The
right?
Wolf Among Us, the new Telltale Games approached the team to help them make a sequel. Of course, Ad Hoc said yes, since it meant their new small studio would
Well,
receive
I guess they're not as freaking evil as me, bro. I guess, or
funding
mean,
to continue their
or
live
or what's the freaking word called? Pity? Not pity. Forget the word, bro.
live action project, and since they all worked on The Wolf Among Us already, they were all very excited to return to the world. Telltale and Ad Hoc inked a deal, with an announcement of the new game in 2019, with Ad Hoc specifically working on narrative and cinematic elements for The Wolf Among Us 2, which was set to release in 2023.
And what day is it today? Let's search it up. What year is it today? Bro, it's why I don't like freaking DuckDuckGo, bro. Alright, today's Thursday, November 18th, 2025. I don't even really know it, bro. Alright, before y'all freaking start talking to me, I don't live here. It's November 18th, 2025. And what did the video say? 2023. 2 years. Two
This will
freaking
be very
years.
important later, so be sure to remember this.
Oh, I
Great.
know, buddy.
Now, Ad Hoc had two projects they were working on. One that they had been intimately familiar with during their time at Old School
Old school.
Telltale, and one that is something they've dreamt about working on. Things were getting exciting at the studio. However, in early
happened?
2020, as production on their own franchise was about to begin, the pandemic hit and
Oh,
completely shut
I
down
forgot
all
about that.
production on their live action series.
Dang.
Due to the pandemic completely shutting down film and TV production, they had no choice but to shelf the entire project indefinitely.
Wait. Okay. Hold on. So they were gonna make this live action series, like in person,
Looking back
but I
at
guess like with video game type of mechanics.
this, Ad hoc co founder Nick Herman said that the shelving of the project
It literally is a blessing in disguise, bro. Look what happened to him. I'm in a Monday Game News video on this. Make sure to check it out. I talked about Dispatch. How many how many copies they sold. How many copies have Dispatch sold? Over 1 million copies with the first 10. Bro, read this. First 10 days of its release. And I approached 2 million. It was 7 days ago. That's when I freaking predicted it.
was a blessing in disguise.
Wait, hold up. So almost. So let's say they got 2 million, right? 2 million. I get. Am I done for this? 2 million times. It was $30. It was. Wait. It was $30. Yeah, there's taxes and everything, but it says $30 because it is $30. They got approximately. Oh, okay. Those three. $60 million. Am I tripping? I think I did the calculations right. So they should have at least $60 million now of budget since they released the game now.
You're asking a bunch of game devs to shoot a TV show, he said. It would have been a fun failure.
Oh, that's a crazy statement, bro. Because they are game devs. And imagine COVID never happened, bro. Nah, bro. They wouldn't. This would have never happened. That's crazy.
The studio moved on to The Wolf Among Us 2 after that, in a work for
Oh,
hire
that is
capacity
insane.
and would be for the next 2 years. Since the game was scheduled to be released in 2023, Ad hoc made sure that their work on narrative and cinematic elements would be well ahead of the targeted release time. 2 years of
I still don't really get Wolf Among Us, bro. I don't
developing The
know.
Wolf Among Us 2 went by, and then all of a sudden, radio silence.
Right.
Nothing from Telltale or Ad hoc on what was going on with the project.
They don't even know what happened.
Well, it turns out that the game was delayed indefinitely in an effort to avoid crunch. We weren't running the project, it was Telltale we were doing it in partnership with, and we couldn't wait around and do nothing. It turns out that Ad hoc had finished their contracted work, but didn't have any control of anything else on the game beyond that.
Right.
During the stagnation of work on The Wolf
Look at
Among Us
Moist
2,
Critical, bro.
they slowly began to revisit their shelved project since they had to keep the studio up and running. Ad hoc took the foundational narrative work from their shelved project and
Mm.
reworked it into what we now know as Dispatch.
That's crazy.
Without worrying about the live action media side, they can work on what they've done
Animation.
best: narrative, story driven
Oh, okay. Yeah.
games. So, they began staffing up.
Whoa, that's the early sketches.
They had a
Short sleeve hoodie, short shows off tats. I can't read. Hold up. Shows off tattoos best. Combat pants plus hoodie variation. More ninja like energy. Wire as a weapon. Too lethal. Scarf that magically floats around her. Tattoos those. Ooh,
concrete vision for the game now and needed the firepower to get the
that's
project across the
crazy.
finish line. From
Power
2021
drawn.
onward, it was all about Dispatch
Guys stuck in
and
the tree.
ensuring that the game received the full attention of the nascent
Oh, that's the early
gaming studio
sketches.
going forward.
Just be careful, kid. The answers are out there if you just
Yeah,
listen to the
reveal.
wind.
After determining that they could not wait for the revived Telltale to be ready to continue their work on The Wolf Among Us 2, Ad hoc fully dedicated its team to converting the live action script for
Into a
Dispatch into a
story dream.
fully
Yep.
animated game.
Animated.
The concept evolved into a game built on Unreal Engine 4.
What?
This period of development was dedicated to the core production, animation, and voice recording necessary for the branching narratives. And they really went all out with the voice acting in this game.
Oh, they did,
Let me
bro.
just take a moment to go through the cast they managed to pull together for this game. It's a bit wild.
Bro, bro.
Aaron Paul
Bro, he went crazy, bro.
as Robert Robertson,
Wait, did he get nominated on the freaking Game of the Year? Or not Game of the Year, on the... I forgot what it was.
Jeffrey Wright as Chase,
Bro, he was funny, bro. He's fire.
Laura Bailey as
She went crazy
Invisigal,
too.
Young Gravy as Golem,
Ah, that was junk. Bro, it's been a week now since the game released. I didn't even know Junk Gravy. What the freak is he doing here? He was Gollum?
and even the biggest actor of all time.
No way. It's the actor from Hunger Games.
You may have recognized him from his leading role in The Hunger Games.
No way.
Moist Critical as Sonar.
Oh my god. Jesus himself. That's crazy.
You gonna eat those Twinks?
You're gonna eat those
That's not
drinks?
what they're- You know what? Help yourself.
Bro, y'all hear freaking background music, bro, of Dispatch?
And the list goes on and on. Every single voice actor in this game is very well decorated and
Bro,
puts their
10 out of 10 voice acting ever, bro. If they...
all into their respective roles. But regardless, the team was hard at work on this game. By 2024, they would secure a spot at the Game Awards to finally reveal their hard work. And what better way to announce the game than with some of the insane cast members?
Here is the world premiere trailer for the game Laura and I worked on separately together.
After this point, the game was almost ready to go.
I don't remember that. I did watch the Game Awards. Well, no, I don't even think I did watch the Game Awards. Because I'm gonna be honest, bro, Game Awards is like horrible. I don't like the Game Awards. It used to be nominating. I just made a reaction to the Game Awards of this year. It's horrible, bro. It's predictable and it's horrible. But I don't even remember. I don't really remember that was announced. Or maybe I'm tripping, I forgot. But I don't think I really liked it. I didn't even pay attention to Dispatch.
But there was
Till
one
now.
more critical, no pun intended, partner that wanted to be part of this new world. Critical Role Productions.
Oh,
Critical Role Productions is a multimedia production company founded in 2015 by the members of the creator-owned streaming show Critical Role, which features a group of professional
heard of
voice
it.
actors playing the
Wait,
tabletop
I think I did. No, I did. I watched like two or three episodes of that show.
game Dungeons and Dragons. Now, why would Critical Role
Wow.
want to be part of this game and Ad Hoc Studios?
Yeah.
Well,
Why?
Critical Role had seen some massive success with their tabletop sets and have expanded their reach by creating the animated show Vox Machina, based off of one of their
Yeah, I
campaigns.
watched that.
They want to do the same thing with the Dispatch universe and
I was it, bro. Now that I see what they did, I kind of like see some resemblance with the Dispatch characters, how they act and everything. I'm not gonna lie. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense. But I watched like 3 or 4 episodes, but I don't know. I just got not bored, but I just stopped watching.
expanded to other
I don't
forms
know
of
why.
media. And since Critical Role Productions related media always has professional voice actors within their episodes, in
Yeah.
return, Ad Hoc would develop their first video game set in the Critical Role universe. But going back
Oh,
to Dispatch, following
wait. So does that mean Dispatch is in the universe as Fox Machina or whatever? I'm gonna have to watch the show now. I might have to watch the show now.
following the 2024
Bro, I'm eating freaking all I'm eating a bunch of Dispatch media right now, bro. Since I finished the game, I want more. You feel me? I want more right now. I'm hungry for Dispatch. Since I finished the game, I got one of the worst endings though. I'm not gonna lie. So, but still, make sure to watch my gameplay. You know what I'm saying? But dang, so then, did I hear that right? Are they?
Game Awards reveal, Dispatch would launch in late 2025 to critical acclaim. The new studio managed to sell over 1 million copies
Insane.
within 10 days, and we haven't even finished the game yet. As of writing this script, there are still 2 more episodes set to release later this month.
They dropped
but
already.
all signs point towards the game and the studio having a hit on their hands. From the troubled history with Telltale Games and its complete collapse, to having to shelf
Insane,
their
bro.
passion project due to COVID, to going back
Bro,
to
that COVID, COVID was a blessing in disguise, bro. Like literally, he
helping
couldn't have
Telltale
said it
Games, and
better.
everything in between, the story
couldn't
of
have
this
said it
studio
better.
is very convoluted. But in the end, they managed to release
Even the new Telltale, even the new Telltale was a blessing in disguise as well, because Adhard said yes to them, right? And then like for some reason they just stopped working with them or whatever. They didn't even say nothing, and
a
that's the reason they started working on Dispatch, and that's why. Look what
return to
happened.
form for the interactive storytelling genre. And in my opinion, reboot the entire Telltale-esque genre with fresh new characters and a very
Yep,
compelling story.
exactly.
Let me know what you think of Dispatch thus far in the comments.
It's freaking amazing, bro. Anyways, y'all, that's it, bro. That's insane. I never knew it was this deep, bro. They went to the trenches, bro. They rose back up, then went back again a little bit, and then boom, look what happened, bro. Look, like just even searching it up, bro. Dispatch. 30, bro. Corey is freaking huge, bro. I know he's huge, but God, look at Jacksepticeye at 2.8. Jeez, look at 1 million. Let me see how many subscribers they have. 2 million from with Penguins. With Most Critical. We made a freaking interview with him 3 weeks ago, bro. Dawn and Dark. Oh wait, what does this have to do with freaking? Oh, okay. 4 million. 1 million. Wait, hold up. Let me see this video. Let's see. I forgot how the comments. Let me see. Freaking Berlisi with 1 million. Moist. Joe Bar, bro. 1 million. 47 million. I don't care about freaking Handsome God, bro. Is there a way to freaking block him? I hate the dude. He's freaking annoying. Uh, what else? Berlisi, bro. That's insane. Even RDC. Ludwig saying he's game of the year for him. That's crazy. Dante, bro. 400, almost 500,000 views on his gaming channel. Let me see how many subscribers they have now. Wait, hold up. They have 120K. 1 million views. Oh my god. That's crazy. What was this? That was a year ago. This comes from a year ago. That's hard, bro. Bro, anyways, y'all. Insane, bro. Anyways, that's it, bro. That's how this patch was made, and look what happened now. One of the best games of 2025, bro. Indie games are on a freaking roll right now, bro. They're going insane. They're destroying these multi-billion-dollar companies, triple A companies, bro. Insane, bro. And to be honest, bro, all these freaking triple A companies are like big multi-million billionaire companies, bro. They're just making freaking remakes and remakes, remaking, doing the same thing, bro. People just got bored, bro. People just be playing indie games now, bro. Year 2025 is the year of the indie games, bro. Insane. Anyways, bro, I'm out of here, bro. So, you know what I'm saying? Subscribe to the freaking guy, this guy right here.
Let's give it class.